Alrighty guys, so what you see here is a Model B Concept 2 rower. It's a rarity to see anymore. I recently just disassembled the entire monitor, trying to fix it. And actually Concept 2 has a really nice website where they have all the manuals and everything. It's all free, so if you guys have any trouble doing anything, that's also a great resource. But basically, this is what I got going on here. This is, motherboard or circuit board, we're gonna call it. And this is the LCD screen that goes inside. So what you want to do, me learning, I was searching the internet, is where the buttons go. And you just want to clean those with cleaning alcohol or rubbing alcohol. And also this is where your LCD screen goes, and these little contacts. So you want to clean those too with some alcohol. And don't worry about if you take these apart. So I don't know if anybody even know what these look like, but this is what the screen looks like. And your screen kind of just chills out inside there. There is no adhesive that goes inside of it, so when I took it all apart, it just fell. I was really scared that I had to glue it back on, and I didn't know how to do that. So, but you don't have to glue it back on or anything. It just kind of sets in there, kind of like so, and then everything goes on top of it. It kind of just hangs out in there by itself. So what I'm going to do right now is actually clean these and see if that helps. I bought this rower for 20 bucks at a Goodwill, and it's worked great ever since, but I've never done any kind of maintenance to it other than greasing the chain up. That's about it. So I'm kind of going through it and doing some kind of maintenance to it. There's a lot of dust and crap in here. I'm probably going to take this cage off and kind of clean it a little bit. Cool thing is about these rowers is that everything's interchangeable, and also you can buy parts for these still, and it was made in 1986, so that's really neat. You just go to the Concept 2 website. If you have anything break on there, a bearing or anything, you can buy it on there. And there's actual upgrade kits to make. If you ever find one of these at Goodwill, I recommend buying them if you're doing any kind of fitness, CrossFit, anything. Mainly it's CrossFit, but if you're a rower too, these are awesome. They have the old style wooden, but I actually prefer these over the new ones. And actually have old style wooden foot pegs right here, which I'm not a big fan of, but they work pretty good. And actually the seat on here is actually, what I've heard and what I've actually experienced, these are more comfortable than the newer Model Ds or whatever you buy. So there's that, and they count calories and everything just like a normal one would. But mine, I'm not really sure what it does, because mine wouldn't work. My monitor only counted, it would count split times and it would count meters, and I couldn't do anything else to it. So that's why I take it apart and kind of learn about it. And this is my buttons on here. And apparently these used to have things on there you can't really see, but they're all worn out. And I think one of these is a reset button right here. I just learned here recently, so hopefully that reset button will help me do some things to it. Okay, so basically I got some rubbing alcohol Q-tip here. Just got a big old jug of it laying around. I'm pretty sure everyone does. So right now, I don't know if you can tell on there, but on this one right here and this one where the reset button is and their important button is, there is some black residue from the buttons. I'm gonna try to clean those off here real quick. Hopefully that will get rid of anything that is causing it not to want to change. Because if I start a workout or anything on there, it doesn't want to change anything on it as far as meters or any kind of time workout or anything. So I'm thinking this is the problem. But you can kind of see my Q-tip. I just wiped it off there. It's kind of gross. It might be a problem. So Just rubbing it on there, basically just gently. I don't want to break it, so kind of get those contacts cleaned up. And I got this little dry end on here. I'm gonna try to dry it off. I'm probably gonna do it one more time. I'm just gonna do it to every one of these buttons, and then I'm gonna go through back here and do it to these contacts where the screen meets up with it. I mean, it's not that it's not working, but I mean, might as well do it when I got it open. So, yeah, this shouldn't take very long. One other thing I forgot to mention is that I'm gonna actually clean the screen right here, where these actually connect. Can't really tell where that strip connects. Right here, I'm gonna clean that. They recommend taking the whole strip off, but I'm afraid if I do, I'm not gonna be able to get it stick back on, because those are kind of stuck on there right now. So yeah, like right here, it's kind of loose. As you can tell, kind of loose right there. I'm afraid that if I take it off, I don't have any kind of adhesive with me, so I'm also not very good at electronics. So if I break something, I'm kind of screwed. I'm trying to be very, very careful. I don't even know if I need to blow it off or what, but these look cleaner than they were. You're not gonna be able to tell probably with this camera, but they were really dark from all the buttons on there. I just kind of cleaned it off really well. I mean, these two buttons, I think they're the most, I think that one or that one is the reset button. I'm not really sure. That's probably where I was actually going wrong with trying to, I mean, when I first got it, I just kind of went through and clicked all these buttons real quick, just try to like, mess with the monitor. And I think it's in the middle of Goodwill, because I was debating whether or not to buy it, so I was kind of clicking these to see if they'd work, and they didn't work, but I ended up buying it anyway. And I'm very glad I did, because these things are for, for a good one, it's like $500-600 on eBay. They're just really nice rowers, and a lot of people actually prefer these type of Model Bs over the new ones for some reason. I don't know, but this one, they don't have any kind of dampers on them. It's just a hard pull the entire time, which I kind of like. I pull hard when I row. Other than that, I'm going to try to actually clean these right here. I don't know if I can do anything, but I'm just going to be thorough and see. And then I'm going to put the monitor back together and see if it works. So we got it all back together. One thing is that I have the screen upside down. I don't know if you can tell. This thing's hard to see. I need new batteries too, but basically these should be on top. So I gotta get it all back apart and redo it. Good stuff. Alright. Get it all back together now. I went to get some new batteries. Those kind of, they were good batteries. They're the same one they got from Goodwill. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, this works. Looks like it's working pretty good. I had to take the buttons out though. I think the buttons are all destroyed. They wouldn't work. But you hit. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see if I can get that on camera. When I was hitting it earlier, it wouldn't do anything, but I took the buttons out and it hit that. That's the reset button. It's back on. And when I was hitting this button, it wouldn't do anything. But it's to change the calories to meters. So meters, watts, meters, and cals. So that works perfectly. I don't know, I'm either just gonna try to put the buttons back in and see if they work, or leave them out and use a Q-tip. I think you can actually buy new buttons from Concept too, so let's see how that works. But right now it works fine. I mean, I don't really hit buttons when I work out, so if I just leave something to tap it with, but I'm afraid that it will damage it over time, but we'll see. If you guys have any questions, let me know.